These structures stand out for not just their height, but also for their unique purposes and creative designs. Today I'm counting down 15 of the tallest non-building structures in the world. Let's start with number 15, the Kennecott Garfield Smelter Stack in Magna, Utah. The Kennecott Garfield Smelter Stack in Magna, Utah stands as the tallest freestanding structure west of the Mississippi. At 1,215 feet or 370 meters, it's a towering symbol of the region's copper mining history, particularly representing the operations of the Kennecott Utah Copper Company. Built in 1974, this stack replaced an older one that couldn't handle the emissions from the smelting process. Now, its design aims to release sulfur dioxide and other smelting byproducts high into the atmosphere, minimizing the impact on the area. This was a major engineering feat, reflecting an environmental awareness at one of the world's largest copper smelting facilities. It dates back to the early 20th century when Utah's copper deposits were pretty productive, located about 15 missions. While still they are a major polluter, the situation has improved considerably. Despite its industrial nature, the smelter stack has become a Salt Lake Valley landmark. Visible for miles, it's a clear reminder of the region's rich industrial heritage. For visitors and residents, the structure tells a story of technological progress, environmental challenges, and ongoing efforts to balance the industrial needs with environmental responsibility. The stack both represents the achievements and environmental costs of large-scale copper production. Its presence continues to spark discussions about industry, progress, and the importance of sustainable practices in modern manufacturing. Number 14, the Almaty Tower in Kazakhstan. The Almaty Tower, which is known as Koktobe Tower, is one of the tallest structures in Central Asia. It's located in Almaty, Kazakhstan, and was completed in 1983, and it reached a maximum height of 1,219 feet or 371.5 meters. On the slopes of the Koktobe element in the structure, the tower was engineered with special shock absorbers and other advanced features to ensure its stability during serious events, and its resilience has been a blueprint for others around the world ever since. Along with technical roles, the tower has now become a cultural and tourist attraction too. The area around the tower, called Koktobe, is a popular destination, and the mountain can be reached by cable car, which offers a scenic ride from the city to the summit. Once there, you can enjoy views from the tower, and will also find amusement rides, a zoo, and a small park nearby. The observation deck of the tower isn't always open to the public, but when it is, it gives amazing vantage points to see the city and the nearby Tian Shan Mountains. Number 13, the Tashkent TV Tower in Uzbekistan. The Tashkent TV Tower, which is located in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, reaches a height of about 1,230 feet or 375 meters, making it the 11th tallest television tower in the world and the tallest one in Central Asia. Completed in 1985, the tech structures. The base of the tower, for example, features intricate lattice work, which honors the geometric patterns that are commonly found in Uzbek art and architecture. This design choice not only adds a localized beauty to the tower, but it also has a practical purpose too. It adds to the tower's stability. This is pretty important in Tashkent, as the area is also seismically active, meaning the stronger the structure of the tower, the better it's able to endure the quakes. As it often happens, this TV tower has become a tourist attraction for the area, with an observation deck located at a height of 318 feet or 97 meters, giving views of Tashkent and the surrounding areas. On clear days, you can see all the way to the distant mountains and get stunning contrast between the urban landscape and the natural beauty of Uzbekistan. The tower does also feature a revolving restaurant, which allows diners to enjoy a 360-degree view of the city while they eat, making it a popular spot for both tourists and locals. Number 12, the Inco Supersmelt, which is now part of Vale and one of the world's largest nickel mining companies, to reduce the environmental impact of its smelting operations. The chimney was designed to disperse emissions from the Copper Cliff smelter high into the atmosphere, particularly in order to reduce the environmental damage being caused by acid rain, which had been shown to have severely affected the region's ecosystem. The construction of the superstack was a huge challenge in itself and required the use of over 36,000 tons of concrete and steel. Specifically, it was designed to endure the climate of northern Ontario. Its huge height was necessary to ensure that the emissions would be carried far away from the city. The dispersal of pollutants over a larger area did, though, raise concerns about the long-range environmental effects, and while it's still being a hotly debated subject, the full impact is yet to be seen. For decades, the superstack became a central part of Sudbury's identity, not just for its imposing presence, but because it represented the lives of everyone around, with the mining industry being by far the biggest source. 63 feet or 385 meters, it remains to this day the tallest standing lattice structure on Earth. The tower was built during the Soviet era for television and radio broadcasting, serving a critical role in transmitting signals across the capital and surrounding regions. The lattice steel structure design of the Kyiv TV tower, which gives the tower its unusual appearance, was actually a new idea of the time that was a way to improve its strength and stability. Unlike most other towers of similar height, the Kyiv TV tower doesn't have a concrete core, and instead relies on a complex network of steel tubes that are both lightweight and durable. This design allows the tower to withstand the strong winds and seismic activity that can happen in this region. The tower's development was overseen by Ukrainian architect and engineer Viktor Soroyenko, who wanted it to be functional but also aesthetically pleasing. The open lattice was therefore a preferred one, as because of its visual impact, giving the tower a sense of lightness and transparency despite its immense size. This approach set the Kyiv TV tower. Amazingly though, the tower survived that assault, which shows just how sturdy that design was, and it continues to function as a vital part of Ukraine's broadcasting infrastructure. Number 10. The Zhongwan Tower in Zhengzhou, China. The Zhongwan Tower is in the Henan province of China, and it was completed in 2011, rising to a maximum height of 1,273 feet, or 388 meters. As one of the tallest structures in China and a prominent feature of the skyline, it's mainly used for television and radio broadcasting, but it is also a cultural attraction. Works on the tower began in 2007, with the aim of improving the broadcasting capabilities of Zhengzhou, which is a city that's quickly grown in recent years. The tower's height ensures that it can effectively transmit television and radio signals across the entire region. Although this was the main purpose, the tower was also designed to symbolize the cultural and economic aspirations of Henan province, helping to establish Zhengzhou as a major focal point in central China. Architecturally, the tower has become part of the city's modernization and growth. It's not only a functional piece of infrastructure, but it also is a landmark that represents the city's aspirations. The tower is often used as a backdrop for cultural events and celebrations, and its presence serves as a reminder of Zhengzhou's role in major urban center in central China. Number 9. Tianjin Radio and Television Tower in Tianjin, China. The Tianjin Radio and TV Tower stands as one of the most prominent landmarks in China. Completed in 1991 at a cost of $45 million, the tower reaches a height of 1,362 feet or 415.2 meters, making it one of the world's tallest TV towers at the time. Its main purpose is to support the television and radio broadcasting for the city and the surrounding areas, and the height and advanced transmission equipment allow it to broadcast signals over a huge area, ensuring clear reception for millions. It does also house various telecommunication and military equipment, making it vital infrastructure for the region, the surrounding landscape. It is a popular destination for tourists and locals alike, and the tower also features a revolving restaurant where diners can enjoy 360-degree views, all while sampling Chinese and international cuisine. Since its completion, the tower has also symbolized the city's modernization. Tianjin, one of China's key industrial and commercial centers, uses the towers to showcase its technological development. Beyond broadcasting, it serves as a cultural hub, hosting events and exhibitions. Illuminated at night, the tower does add to Tianjin's vibrant skyline, reinforcing the city's image as forward-thinking, modern, and its distinctive silhouette has become an emblem of Tianjin itself, representing the city's ambitions on a global stage. Number 8. The Grez-2 Power Station Chimney in Kazakhstan. The Grez-2 Power Station chimney in Kazakhstan holds the world record for the tallest chimney, standing at an impressive 1,377 feet, or 419.7 meters of coal, producing some of the largest volumes of polluting gases globally. Releasing the emissions at a higher altitude helps prevent pollutant accumulation in the lower atmosphere, reducing the immediate environmental impact. Now, structurally, the chimney was an enormous challenge. It was built using concrete and brick and designed to withstand Kazakhstan's extreme weather, including severe cold, strong winds, and potential seismic activity. The chimney has become a visual symbol of a region known for its extensive coal reserves. The power generated here is crucial for their energy grid, supplying electricity domestically and to neighboring countries. However, its environmental impact remains a concern. While the chimney disperses pollutants more widely, it doesn't eliminate them. The broader environmental implications of coal-fired power generation, including greenhouse gas emissions and contributions to climate change, are still significant issues. Despite these concerns, though, the chimney remains vital to Kazakhstan's energy infrastructure, and it's a legacy of the Soviet era. It's visible for miles, become a major tourist attraction since. In a city with many tall structures, this broadcast tower ensures connectivity across Kuala Lumpur. Architecturally, the Kuala Lumpur Tower is an example of modern design, incorporating both Islamic motifs and contemporary ideals. The tower's construction required engineering expertise, particularly within its location in a seismically active region. To ensure stability, the tower is supported by a deep foundation and built to withstand earthquakes and high winds, using advanced engineering techniques to do this. The most popular feature of the tower is its observation deck, though, which at around 905 feet or 276 meters above the ground, this deck offers visitors views of Kuala Lumpur, providing a great look at the city's landscape, including a close-up view of the famous Petronas Twin Towers. At the top of the tower, too, is a revolving restaurant, Atmosphere 360, which is just below the observation deck. This restaurant offers a dining experience like no other, where guests can enjoy. Was completed in 2007, reaching a height of 1,427 feet or 435 meters. It's the tallest tower in Iran and the sixth tallest telecommunication tower in the world. It is, though, a multifunctional structure, serving as a telecommunications hub, a tourist attraction, and a venue for various cultural and commercial activities. The construction of Milad Tower began in 2000 as a project to improve Tehran's infrastructure and showcase the country's technological capability. Despite being conceived in the 1970s, the tower was the only part of the project to ever come to fruition. The tower was designed to enhance telecommunications in the capital by providing better coverage for radio, television, and mobile networks. From a design perspective, it blends traditional Persian elements with contemporary designs. The tower's base is octagonal, a shape often used in traditional Iranian architecture, and the main body of the tower tapers as it rises, culminating in a large pod-like structure. The observation deck is at a height of over 1,000 feet or 315 early 1980s, and after several suggestions were put forward about how to improve the communication provisions of the city, the final design was decided upon. Eventually, it was completed in 1994. The tower reaches a height of 1,535 feet or 468 meters, and it was, at the time, the tallest structure in China. Today, though, it remains one of the tallest towers in the world and is a major feature of the skyline of the Pudong district, which has become synonymous with their status as a global financial hub. The tower was designed by Shanghai Modern Architectural Design Company Limited, with its unique and futuristic design inspired by a Tang Dynasty poem that described big and small pearls dropping onto a jade plate. This imagery is captured in the tower's structure, which features a series of 11 spheres or pearls of varying sizes strung vertically along it. The largest of these spheres, the middle one, measures 164 feet or 50 meters in diameter, while the smallest measures just 46 feet or 14 meters. The Oriental Pearl Tower is home to a revolving restaurant at 876 feet or 267 meters above the ground and offers diners incredible views. The tower fully establishing itself as the center of cultural life in the city. It's the Shanghai History Museum, which is at the base of the tower. This museum guides visitors on a journey through Shanghai's rich past, from its origins as a small fishing village to its development as a global metropolis. Number 4. Ostankino Tower in Moscow, Russia. The Ostankino Tower in Russia was built during the height of the Soviet Union, and its success is what inspired similar structures across the world in the following decades. Completed in 1967 and reaching a height of 1,772 feet or 540 meters, it is the tallest freestanding structure in Europe and the 12th in the world. Seen as a way for the Soviets to show their scientific and technological development, it was designed by the renowned engineer Nikolai Nikitin, and it was built to serve as a television and radio broadcast region and has become one of the most popular tourist sites. And of course, this tower has yet another tower that has a rotating restaurant called the Seventh Heaven, which is just below the observation deck. It rotates about 360 degrees every 40 minutes, and it's one of the most exclusive restaurants in the city. In August, though, of 2000, a major fire broke out on the tower, causing significant damage to the structure, and this affected television and broadcasts across Moscow. After extensive repairs, the tower was reopened to the public with additional safety measures. To this day, though, it remains a symbol of Moscow and a legacy of Soviet engineering. It is a central part of the city's identity and, of course, its skyline. and even though new technologies are available, it remains crucial to television, radio, and communications broadcasting across the city. Number 3. The CN Tower in Toronto, Canada. The CN Tower in Toronto is one of Canada's most recognizable structures. At 1,815 feet or 553 meters, it was the design, a collaboration between architects John Andrews, Webb Zarafa, and WZMH architects, addressed challenges like strong winds, heavy snow, and potential seismic activity. Its tapered triangular shape ensures its stability. The Sky Pod at 1,465 feet offers views of Toronto, Lake Ontario, and sometimes Niagara Falls and the United States. Glass elevators take visitors up in less than a minute. The Edge Walk allows visitors to walk hands-free on a ledge around the main pod. The main observation level at 1,136 feet features a glass floor and the 360-degree restaurant, which rotates every 72 minutes. While a popular tourist attraction, the tower primarily serves as a communications hub and mobile network hub. Its antenna extends 335 feet, 102 meters above the main structure. And the CN Tower has become a major icon, appearing in media and promotional materials, and it's often lit in different colors for events and holidays, making it a focal point of all, making it China's tallest structure at completion and the world's second tallest tower. Today, only 2 other structures surpass its height. Dutch firm Information-Based Architecture and Arup designed the tower, and it features a hyperboloid structure, giving it a twisting appearance. This form provides strength and stability. The tower's waist narrows to about 98 feet, about 30 meters in diameter, and improves in aerodynamic stability against winds and natural forces. It also houses advanced transmission equipment, enhancing our television and radio signals across the area. The tower's structure combines steel and concrete lattice, balancing strength with transparency. Its design, inspired by a female tower concept, contrasts with more rigid skyscraper forms worldwide. The main observation deck at 1,473 feet or 449 meters offers city views. The Sky Drop, a glass-floored deck, allows visitors to look directly down. The tower includes a 4D cinema, exhibition spaces. The tower has become integral to their identity. It attracts tourists, hosts events, and enhances the city communications. As Guangzhou develops, the tower stands as a symbol of progress, blending function with architectural innovation. Number 1. Tokyo Skytree in Japan. The Tokyo Skytree in Sumida, Tokyo blends technology with culture. Completed in 2012, it reaches over 2,080 feet or 634 meters, making it Japan's tallest structure, the world's tallest tower, and the second highest structure globally after the Burj Khalifa. And of course, it serves as broadcasting, observation, and entertainment purposes, becoming a Tokyo landmark in the process. The Skytree's primary function is improving digital television broadcasting in Tokyo. The dense urban area caused interference with signals from the older Tokyo Tower. The height of the tower ensures clear reception across the Kanto region. Its 634-meter height was chosen, as it can be read as Musaku's. And the Tembo Galleria at 1,476 feet or 450 meters offers a skywalk experience. Additional attractions include the Tokyo Shopping Complex, a planetarium, an aquarium, and even event spaces. The tower has a mascot too, Sorakara-chan. The Skytree's illuminations change color based on days or events, inspired by Japanese palettes. As a symbol of Japan's advancement and heritage, the Skytree represents Tokyo's tradition and future. It currently sets the limit for safe tower construction, potentially holding its record for some time. But the tower does face challenges in maintenance and adapting to future broadcasting needs, and it's going to have to balance its roles as a functional structure and tourist attraction, while also representing Tokyo's evolving identity. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.